Okay, so this is Might and Magic World of Xeen. And, let's see here. Well, first of all, there's a vote on my Patreon page, by the way. Link is in the description. And I was, the vote was between this game and Shining Force 1 for the Sega Genesis, and this game won, so we're going to go ahead and play this game. This is, I don't know when this came out, but this was one of the first games I think that I really was interested in on the computer. A friend of my mother, like a couple who were friends with my mother, I would go over to their house sometimes and play this game. They had this game on I think it was a 386 back then. They were like huge cigarette smokers, and the house just reeked of cigarette smoke. And for me, cigarette smoke makes me nauseous, but it's funny, like every time I smell cigarette smoke, I think about this game, because like I'd like go in there and I'd play this game as long as I could stand the cigarette smoke, and then I'd like walk out, like sick to my stomach, but I got a few hours in on the World of Xeen, or actually, I think it was just Clouds of Xeen back then. I don't think they had the world part. But anyway, so fond memories of this game. It's a great game, but unfortunately, like I've been through it, maybe once or twice at least, all the way through the game, and there's not really like a lot of variety in how you can really play this game. So that's kind of why I wasn't really like, well, I haven't done it earlier, I guess. It's just like I said, there's not a lot of variety. I play the game in the most efficient way possible, and there's really only one way to do that. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's just watch the intro. Let's watch Clouds of Xeen intro first. These are very entertaining. Very good, like, I don't think that's computer animation. I think that's hand-drawn. It's probably way faster than it should be, that comment, I imagine. There are a few timing issues here.
I am Crodo, overseer of the land known as Xeen. Many years have passed since the glory days of King Burlock.
I am the king.
When times were good and there was much rejoicing. Yay! But now, imprisoned in this enchanted tower by the sinister, self-proclaimed Lord Xeen, I'm unable to help you in these dark times. It is now up to you, adventurers, to right what has been wronged.
Okay, that's the cloud side intro. Let's view the dark side intro.
Inconceivable. The royal pyramid besieged. With the prophecy almost fulfilled, the arrival of Alabar has placed my mission and the fate of Xeen in grave danger. Queen Kalindra?
My pharaoh, I'm a prisoner. All is lost.
Then what has become of the cube?
I have it now, Pharaoh.
Alamar, you misguided mechanism. You'll destroy us all. My monstrous friends, are you with me?
Neither Alamar.
Traitors. My friend Ellinger, you must send help.
But Pharaoh, I too am trapped in my tower.
Then I will send out the orb. The destiny of Xeen is no longer in our hands. Seek help, little one.
And that's the Dark Side of Xeen intro. So the idea was originally you bought each version separately, and you can bind them into one game. Pretty revolutionary for the time. But anyway, okay, so start a new game. I did a little test game just to kind of like, it's been years since I've actually played this. Alright, we're going warrior. The difference between adventurer and warrior, I think, is literally just the hit points on the monsters. The game is, like, adventurer is basically easier, warrior is harder. We're going warrior. Okay, so we start, what the heck is the slime in our way? Okay, we're not using this party. But we are gonna need these items. So we're going to transfer. Hold on a second. I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit on my side. We're gonna basically transfer all of our items onto our two characters here because the game has limited inventory space. So this is going to be a little bit of a process here. Apologize in advance, but it must be done. And, you know, we'll just get it out of the way right now. But the thing is that, like, when we create new characters, they don't come with their own, like, weapons. And so, yeah, we're going to have to give them the weapons on this party to kind of get started. So we're signing in here. We're going to delete everything here because they're all trash characters, basically. Delete that guy. Okay. We're going to create two guys. So here's the thing. Let me explain how this game works. It's interesting to note that in this game, magic users are weaker than melee users. Magic users require tremendous amounts of spell points for their spells, require gems for their spells, and, like, in the end, don't really do as much damage as melee characters, at least not versus single targets. So, it's kind of interesting because, of course, like, once you get to Might Magic 6, it's the reverse, right? Magic users are way more powerful than melee users. But that's how it is. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to create basically a party full of 3 barbarians, a rogue-type character, because you have to have a rogue-type character because you need to be able to unlock stuff, and 2 magic users just because you need both of the magic spell schools. You need certain spells from both magic schools. And that's it. So it's mostly going to be a bunch of barbarians. But anyway, so we're going to just go ahead and create 2 of those characters real early. Now, well, actually, I could talk about the classes here real quick. Knights, they get, I think, a base of 10 health per level. And 5, or an extra attack every 5 levels. So basically, from what I understand, how attacks work is you take the weapon damage that you have, and then you add like strength, you add you know, like any buffs from spells, and then you take that and you times it by the number of attacks you have, right? And it can get really, really extreme. So, like the more attacks you have, like the bigger, you know, the bigger damage you do by far. And barbarians get attack every 4 levels. They are by far the quickest to learn new attacks, and it becomes really, really extreme the amount of damage they end up doing because they have so many attacks. Whereas, strangely enough, knights get less hit points, also cannot use spells, and less attacks. And I don't know why. So there's really no reason to use a knight. He doesn't come with any spells. The only thing he gets over Barbarian is he can use more armor. But that doesn't really matter, because... yeah, it just... because of the way the game works, armor is useful, but, like, the extra armor that the knight gets over the Barbarian does not really matter. And you should be probably wearing a two-handed weapon anyway. So the shield factor doesn't really matter with the knight. Yeah. And also, like, because of the way I'm going to play, I'm going to have a cleric casting a very high-level protection spells. Therefore, I'm unlikely to take any damage anyway, no matter what my armor, at some point. So, yeah, it's all about the damage, the raw damage from barbarians. Barbarians and knights both get also extra chances to hit versus the other classes. That, again, that's not... like, late game, it's not going to matter. I'm going to have so much chance to hit that every hit's going to do damage anyway. And, you know, I could take, like, I don't have to take a bunch of barbarians. You know, I could take some, like, archers and stuff just to have, like, more casts of Lloyd's Beacon and stuff like that. But, here's the thing, is that you can cast spells with barbarians, too, if you get certain items. There's usable items in the game that'll let you cast any spell that a magic user can cast for free just to use as items charges. So, barbarians can also cast spells if you want to. So you might as well go with the extra attacks. Like I said, versus an archer who can use spells, a barbarian will get 50% more attacks. Which is huge. I mean, it's really huge. And like I said, especially early, that makes a huge difference. So, anyway, knights are crap. If you're going to take a knight, you might as well take a barbarian. They get more attacks, and there's no real advantage to a knight other than you can wear a little bit of an extra armor. You know, a little bit better armor, but it doesn't really matter. Paladins cast healing spells like a cleric. They're basically a combination of a knight and a cleric. They get fewer attacks than the knight. They can use, I think, all the armor, all the weapons, and yeah, they're okay. I mean, if you need we're going to take one to cast the cleric spells, but they're okay, but they're not as good as barbarians. Archer, in terms of melee damage, Archer is a combination of the sorcerer and the knight, basically, and archers get I think less health than the paladins. They can wear... they can't wear all the armor. I think they might even be limited in some of the weapons. But they can wear most of the weapons. They can wear a bow. And they get, you know, the magic of the sorcerer. However, they get half the spell points to cast it. Also, with a paladin, he gets half the spell points of the cleric. The spell point thing, we're not going to be, like, throwing a bunch of spells for damage. We'll be doing that occasionally. But for the most part, we'll just be meleeing and shooting things with bows. So, yeah, the fact that they get fewer spell points doesn't really matter. Plus, there's wells that can give you a lot of spell points. Like, there's a well that I'll have access to that'll give me, like, 250 spell points if I want extra. And, like, really early I'll get, like, one that'll just give me 100 extra spell points. That'll be enough for a long time. Yeah. Basically, I just need spell points to cast the buffing spells, and that's it. And things like Town Portal, etc. Then there's the Cleric and the Sorcerer. Those are the pure versions of those classes. The Cleric casts Cleric spells. There's some damage in there. There's mostly buffing and healing spells. The healing spells are kind of weak. Usually for healing, you just go to the whatchamacallit? Go to the healer. You usually just go to the healer because the healing spells are just so weak. Sorcerer is, you know, the damage user. He's the weakest in terms of his hit points. He can't use barely anything. The key is that the Cleric and the Sorcerer also cannot use ranged weapons, which I think you want all of your, just for convenience, you want every unit in your party using ranged weapons. Ranged weapons kind of work like a damage spell, like they hit everything in front of you, and with the right amount of buffs, they can actually do a tremendous amount of damage. It's not really that you need it, it's just very, very convenient. You run into a lot of situations where you could just kill monsters before they get in and get, like, a hit or attacks in, you know, before you have to get close. You have to understand that monsters, when they come into your range, they get the first strike. So if you can kill them before that, it'd be nice. Now, you could kill them with spells, or you could kill them with ranged weapons. If you kill them with spells, you're going to be spending a lot of spell points and going to town a lot to refill your spell points. If you kill them with ranged weapons, it's much better. So, I like the fact that, or I like it when all my party has a ranged attack. I think that's really convenient. Anyway, so that's why I kind of don't like the pure, like, Cleric Sorcerer. And that's why I won't actually be having a pure Cleric Sorcerer or Sorcerer in my party. Robber and the Ninja are basically the same thing, except the Ninja gets more attacks per level and a little bit less health. The Robber gets a little bit more health, can use a little bit more equipment, and gets a little bit better on his thieving skill. Really, you want the Ninja because late game, you're going to get so high level, the thieving difference between the Ninja and the Robber isn't going to matter. Also, you want the extra attacks. The difference in equipment isn't going to matter. The Ninja will, you know, be able to use good enough weapons that, yeah. Actually, he can use better damaging weapons than the Robber. So you want the Ninja. Ninja or Robber, it's should be Ninja for a power gamer anyway. Barbarian, we talked about that. Barbarian's the best melee class in the game. Doesn't quite get all the armor, doesn't quite get all the weapons, but he gets the most number of attacks, and he's really just the most health. He's the most devastating. The Druid and the Ranger, two useless classes. Basically, the Druid in this game, it was different in Might Magic 3 from what I understand. The Druid did have a few spells that nobody else had. In this game, he does not. He basically just gets kind of crappy spells from both the Cleric and the Sorcerer. He can't cast any of the really good ones. You know, I mean, it's okay. You can certainly go with a Druid. He will help out. He can get useful stuff like Lloyd's Beacon. And, might be able to get Town Portal, I forget. In fact, if you wanted a solo character, Druid might be okay. Or a Ranger, actually. But, you know, with a full party, there's no real use for Druid or Ranger. They don't do anything special. They are just weaker versions of the Cleric and the Sorcerer. And Ranger is just like, you know, he's the, kind of what an Archer is to a Sorcerer. He's basically gets the Druid spells, but only half the spell points. And can use, you know, most of the equipment and most of the armor. So, Druid and Ranger are just kind of useless. In fact, I don't even know why they're in the game, to be honest. So anyway, so we're going to take 3 Barbarians, 1 Ninja, 1 Paladin, and 1 Archer. That's going to be our party. So when I make these guys, there's also these different races. So there's humans. Humans don't get any bonuses or penalties. They start with a swimmer's skill. You could buy later all the skills in the game except for thievery. So it doesn't really matter what their starting skills are. What matters is a few bonuses, like their bonuses to hit points and their bonuses to spell points. That's really the only thing that matters. Humans get neither of these. We won't actually be using any humans. We might as well start with an elf here. Let's start with this guy. Okay, so you re-roll stats. Again, stats, it doesn't really matter the fact that you're not going to get, like, the highest roll here. I'm not going to wait for the highest roll. What I'm going to get is a roll good enough to, you know, to be useful to me at this point in the game. I'm going to roll for, high might. In this case, high intellect, because I'm going to be an archer with this guy. Well, this is not high endurance, 13, but it's okay. And then accuracy, might, and endurance, and then maybe whatever, like, if I need intellect, I'm going to get intellect. Intellect's probably going to be the highest. And that's what I'm going to roll for. Throughout the course of the game, we will massively be buffing these stats with, you know, like barrels of liquid and stuff like that. So it doesn't really matter that I don't have, like, really high stats here. I just need them high enough to get through the early part. So let's go ahead and call this guy Archer. Kind of a generic name, but what the heck. So yeah, I made him an elf for the extra +2 spell points per level. And I'm also going to make a gnome. Not a dwarf, a gnome. Let's make it a female here, because it's a, I don't know, it just works for the cleric type here. I can live with that. Okay, let's get personality. Accuracy, let's leave that, and endurance. Intellect can be low there. Oh, I should probably explain what these do here. Yeah, let's make her a paladin. So, yeah. Might adds to your damage. Intellect adds to your spell points if you're an archer or a sorcerer or a druid. Personality adds to your spell points if you're a paladin, a cleric, or a druid. And let me explain the druid thing. This is another reason why the druid sucks. So it would be like worth considering a druid if they got extra spell points based on both their intellect and personality, right? Because that would mean like a lot of spell points for a druid. That would make a druid useful. However, what happens is their spell points are based on an average of their intellect and their personality, so you have to pump both equally to actually get the same amount of spell points that, say, a cleric or an archer would. Or a cleric, let's say, or a sorcerer. So that's a detriment. It's really like, why did they do that? That doesn't make any sense, but whatever, you know, old game, whatever. Anyway, so that's another reason why the druids suck. Endurance is basically adds to extra hit points per level. Speed adds to your armor class, and also determines the attack order in your party. Now, attack order in your party doesn't really matter, right? You have one guy, like one guy that moves first in your party, so what? That's not going to make you move before the enemies or anything like that. It just, within your party, the turn order. That doesn't matter. But speed does matter a little bit for armor class. It's good to have a little bit of speed for extra armor class. Armor class is always good. Accuracy, that helps you hit your 2-hit bonus, so you can hit enemies. It's not like the maximum bonus you can get from that, and the maximum bonus you can get from any of these is plus 20. And actually, that is completely insignificant when we're going to be getting a bonus of maybe like, 100 by casting the Bless spell. So it doesn't really matter. Accuracy doesn't really matter that much, except maybe a little bit in the beginning it helps. That's why I put a little bit in it. Luck reduces damage from spells, from what I understand. I don't know the exact formula, but that's what it does. Paladin. Okay, so we got 2 characters. Let's get these 2 characters right here. And we got to go out, and then we got to go transfer all these items to these 2 characters. Because, yeah, that's what we got to do. There's no, like, oops. Hold on. Accessories. We didn't have any miscellaneous stuff. Okay, so... And then this guy goes to the 4th guy. Thank God there is hotkeys in this game. Oops. Okay, accessory miscellaneous. So these guys should have nothing. Okay, because we're gonna delete these guys.
Hello, travelers. Goodbye.
You could get a drink and get drunk and get rumors and all that kind of stuff, but I don't feel like that. Okay, so delete this guy, delete this guy. Okay, so creation time. So now we have a ninja to make. Let's make a ninja. Ooh, endurance. Ooh. Is that good enough? Yeah, reroll. It has 1 really high stat. 21's the highest you could roll. That was a pretty good roll. Actually, let's try this. Okay, so might... endurance, definitely. Accuracy, speed... Yeah, that's good enough for a ninja. Okay, so we're gonna make... now, here's the thing. So, I'm tempted to make a dwarf ninja. The heck, there's no better looking dwarves than that? Maybe not, because dwarves... Are you serious? I thought there was a better looking dwarf than that. Oh yeah, here we are. Oh no, that's a gnome. No, I don't think we're making a dwarf, because all the dwarf looks crappy. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So, we're going to make, this guy... He's a half-orc ninja, so that gives him, because he's a half-orc, so half-orcs get +2 extra hit points per level, and -2 magic points per level. However, for classes that can't use magic, it doesn't matter if that detriment to magic. So ninjas don't have any spell points anyway, so it doesn't matter the minus spell points. So, however, it does matter that they're actually this half-orcs also take a penalty to thievery. That does matter. However, like I said, we're going to get this guy high enough level where he'll be able to open any door anyway, so it won't really matter. It'll matter a little bit in the beginning, but not really that much. So, okay, ninja. And, okay, so now we make our 3 half-orc barbarians, and again, half-orcs, if you're gonna make a barbarian, make them a half-orc or something for the extra damage here. Or not extra damage, extra hit points. So, okay, so let's go ahead and roll, get a good roll in here. Yeah, we're looking for something with like 3 high stats. A little bit. Well, actually, that wasn't bad. I probably shouldn't have passed that up. Okay, here we go. Got that. Wow, that's nice. Okay, so yeah, that's really good. All in might, accuracy, endurance looks good. That looks fine. That's definitely good. 1. Oh! 1? Barb 1, I guess we're going to have to name him. There's not enough room for barbarian. So, there's only actually 2 more half-orcs that I can use, and they're both females, so they're going to have to be both females. That's almost 19, 15, that's 15, no. Yeah, that's not the greatest roll, but it doesn't matter. Barb 2. Let's see, Dwarves get, by the way, dwarves get +1 health per level, -1 spell point per level, and also they get a bonus to thievery, which is why I was considering a dwarf until I realized they were all too ugly. No, this is not bad. I'll take this. Endurance, accuracy, luck. Barb 3. There we go. That's our party. Okay, so remove this guy, remove this guy. Okay, so what we want to... Okay, this is mostly for convenience. I'm going to put this ninja in the first slot. That's because, like, F1, which is the hotkey for the first slot there, is really nice, like, is really close enough where I can hit it very conveniently. So, he's going to be opening all the doors, he's going to be checking all the stuff. It would be better to have, like, these 2 guys. Can I actually see this guy? Yeah. Because of their, like, massive amount of hit points, it would actually be better to have 2 barbarians in the first slot, because when I bash doors, that, you know, they take some damage. However, like I said, for convenience, I'm going to have the ninja in the first slot, even though he's got a few less hit points. Okay, so... Paladin Elf. There we go! Paladin Archer. And there's our party. Okay, so we gotta take and distribute some of this crap now. Hand axe. I put the short bow over there. Short sword. Cudgel. Club. And I'll equip the dagger. So we have 1 ranged weapon only. I can't equip a saber on that guy. Yeah, he, okay, well, let's give him a dagger then. So, weapons do, like... They do, like, the damage is... Yeah, the difference in weapons is significant in terms of damage, right? Certain weapons do more damage than others, but the real deciding factor is what bonuses are on the weapon. Like, there's different things, like some weapons are enchanted with, like, quality. They have quality, like, so that's the really determining factor, not necessarily the weapon type. Although weapon type does make some difference, like two-handed weapons will do more damage than single-handed weapons, etc. Leather cloak, okay. Shield, yeah, whatever. Shield, helm, gauntlets, robes, huh? We don't have to equip anybody with robes. Let's see if I can get... I need to get, like, everybody at least, like, some basic armor here. What's the armor class? 66619. Armor class basically just reduces damage, from what I understand. It actually isn't kind of like, it doesn't, like... I don't think... Well, no, maybe it does give you a chance to just dodge. I don't remember, actually. I thought it just, like, basically reduced damage, kind of like resistances. That's what I remember. So every little piece counts in this case. We don't have a lot of, like, armor to distribute here yet. Swift ring, silver charm, leather belt. Leather belt I don't think is going to do anything. AC 9, let's try and equip it. I don't think it's actually... AC 9, yep, it didn't do a damn thing, so this can be sold. at some point. Leather belt, silver ring. Silver ring, again, doesn't do anything. Like, quality on miscellaneous items doesn't really do anything. So, okay. First thing I'm going to do is do some stealing here. And when you click on these, if you don't have a thief clicking on them, then it will actually, like... why can't I hear that? Hold on. For some reason on my end, I can't hear that ding there. Yeah, if you don't have a thief that searches these, then you'll get sent to jail for about a year. Okay, now I can hear it. Okay, so we just got a bunch of crap here that we can now distribute here. So, good. We got a bow. We want as many people having bows as possible. Again, if you do the actual math on the bows, eventually, basically, like, bows are similar to, like, if your whole party is equipped with bows and shoots, like, that's going to be very similar to the damage you would do just casting a spell on some, like, enemies. So, it's definitely something you want to do because it doesn't waste any spell points, and it does about the same amount of damage. Longsword is better than a dagger in terms of actual damage. Good, we got some more... I can't use chainmail, huh? Really? Scale armor? Can use scale armor. Okay, so scale armor, scale armor, scale armor, scale armor, scale armor. Okay, good. Chainmail cannot be used by barbarians for some reason. We don't know why. It doesn't matter. Miscellaneous. Did I get anything miscellaneous? I did not. Okay, so that's good. Alright. Now... also to note is time. Hold on a minute.
I'll put anyone on the guild roll for free. Dues will cost 25 gold, though.
Okay. We only have 2 people that actually need to be put on the guild roll here, as he calls it. So, and I don't yet have the money to go in the guild, so I'm not going to go there. Or do I? How much money do I have? 750 gold. Nah, not even worth it. Okay, we'll just do the let's do the quest where we eliminate the slimes here. Okay, now I went in and I got a blessed, basically, and that gives me exactly +3 blessed, which means +3 to hit, +3 power shield, which means reduced damage by 3, holy bonus, which means +3 damage, and heroism, which means... or blessed, I think that's what it means. Blessed, holy bonus, heroism. I don't know. One of those I don't know what it does, but anyway. Basically, that is... so we're day 4. Or we were day 3 when we got blessed. What happens is, if you go into... if you go into the temple and you click donation as many times as it is the day of the week, you get a bless, which gives you all these bonuses. It's based on... the bonus will be based on what day you go in. So there's 10 days in a week in this game. So I was in day 3. I got a +3 bonus. If I had waited till day 10, I could get a +10 bonus. And we will be doing that, because that's makes a huge difference at the beginning of the game. Alright, let's go talk to this guy here.
Welcome to Vertigo. Sadly, most of the population has left because the town is infested with pests. A couple of years ago, I hired Joe, the exterminator, to rid the town of this menace. But the problem seems to be getting worse. Perhaps you could help.
Okay, yeah, so, this is the mayor, and he says that the town has been infested with monsters. By the way, we don't have our map operative. I'm going to go and get that map skill real quick, because that annoys me.
I will teach anyone path.
Nope, that's pathfinding. Where's the map guy? It's funny, I thought he was over here. This space for rent. Maybe I don't know where the map guy is. Okay, let's go do the, well, let's go over here. Open grate. Who will try? I'll, usually you want to do that with your thief. Now, we're killing those guys really easy because of our bless. That's really the only reason why it's so easy. Now, also, the knight and the barbarian get bonuses, extra bonuses to combat over what any other character gets, so they'll have an easier time hitting. That's another advantage of having 3 of these guys. It wouldn't be quite so easy without the 3 barbarians here, especially early. Okay, so now we just check these crates. Ninja found a saber. And most of the crap you're going to get in here is not going to be that good, but, you know, you do have a chance to get a decent item. Also, we can, you know, anything that we can't use, we can just sell. Get a little bit more money. I'm going to try to play this game with kind of a completionist type style here. I'm going to try to do everything and get everything. You know, within a certain time limit anyway. I'm not going to spend too long, but I'll try to go, like, through and clean out everything I can in both the world, the cloud side and dark side. Inside the crate, you find a piece of paper that reads, Breeders Slimes, 1 mated pair, 287. 5 doom bugs at 145 each, 725. Total, 1,012 gold. It appears that Joe has been buying monsters and distributing them around town. Mayor Gunther will want to hear about this. I didn't even talk to Joe. I should have talked to Joe first. Oh well. There was a guy called Joe the Exterminator. I didn't go talk to him in his little place, and I probably should have for storyline reasons. I forgot. But anyway, it turns out he was hired to exterminate monsters, but or bugs and pests and stuff. But he's actually been breeding them to, I don't know, maybe get more money for supposedly stopping them. But we just found him out. Also, I need to find the cartographer. Darn it! Where's the guy that gives me that cartography stuff? Ah, crap. Ah, crap! Somebody got, okay. Let's go get healed. So if somebody falls unconscious, just like in the other Might Magics, he doesn't get any experience, so I've got to go back and get this guy healed before I go on, because he's just not getting any, like, experience right now. So...
May we help you?
Also get re-blessed because I believe... oh, +4, that's it, huh? Alright. Well, that's a little bit stronger blessed, so why not? Okay, we've been there. Where is the damn cartographer? Somewhere in this town, and I wish I could see where I was going, but I can't. But somewhere in this town is a cartographer that can teach me the cartography skill, which I really need, because it's annoying not knowing where I've been. Forgot where they were, though. Okay. I'm searching beds. You could search a lot of stuff in this game. And there's tons of items just hidden everywhere. But we just quickly search things, looking for, like, items that we can sell right now. Also, hopefully, maybe find a cartographer. Okay, we've been here. I remember this. Bylon's training? No, okay. I think it must have been, like, over here. Yeah, where this, like, somewhere over there. Okay, that's the tavern. Maybe over here. Maybe over here is where we want. Ah, god dang. There's a jail. Yeah, I don't have any healing spells, unfortunately, right now. I should probably go... No, I don't want to go get one. There's an interesting thing I'm going to mention here. You don't want a lot of spells, and it's really simple as to why. If you have too many spells, then you'll have to scroll through like a huge crap ton of spells to get the spell that you actually want to cast. It's problematic, trust me. So I don't... Like, another advantage of not starting with the pure casting classes is because they don't get extra starting spells, which we're never going to use, I guarantee. Seven's Day, huh? That's interesting. Seven's Day is not giving me... Damn. Why not? Hold on a minute. I can't find the cartographer. Jail. Where's hexes? Well, maybe I was wrong. I thought for sure that in Vertigo. You had somebody that would teach you cartographer and all that crap. I was wrong, man.
This place is deserted. You should go to River City. Now there's a town full of action.
Oh, we'll be going to River City.
Get lost. Can't you see I'm drinking?
Some fool said that money is now growing on trees. Ha.
That's a hint that tells you that you can search trees for money sometimes.
He paid that conman Joe a fortune to clean up this town.
Yeah, Mayor Gunther's a dunce.
Get lost. Can't you see I'm drinking?
Voice acting in this game actually isn't bad.
He breeds them in the warehouse.
Okay, she just gave me a clue that the Joe guy is breeding stuff, breeding monsters in the warehouse there. Okay.
Thank you for cleaning up Vertigo and discovering Joe's treachery. Now it makes sense why the extermination of the pests was taking so long. I present you with the Outstanding Citizenship Award and this treasure. Congratulations! Oh, one more thing. I have received a message from the dwarves who reside in the Red Dwarf Range. They have urgently requested help and promised great reward to whoever is brave enough to come. Apparently, their gem mines have been invaded by the Mad Dwarf clan, preventing them from mining. Help them out and report back.
Okay, so the Red Dwarf Mines, yes. We will be going there shortly after I figure out where the hell to get a cartographer, dude. God dang it. Okay, I've been there. Well, maybe I don't remember where. I've pretty much been all through this town. I can't find... I thought for sure that you could learn those skills in this town. Maybe not. I think I'm totally like... Yeah, I thought there was a couple more tents over here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Wow. Okay, well, it has been a while. What can I say? It's definitely been a while, obviously. Yep, that's all that there is to this town. Okay, so okay, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna rest, and we're gonna go to Thylog's training.
Looking to train? Good. Not today.
Okay.
Good. Not today.
So training, although cheap right now, gets extremely expensive later on. It gets really expensive. It's the #1 cost in the whole game. Later on, not just yet. What day is this? It is Fives Day. Okay, we got a few more things to do. We probably gotta go... Let's go see what kind of items we got. Did we get anything interesting? Chainmail, splint mail, plate armor. I believe she can wear the plate armor. Yeah. Plate armor, plate mail. Can he wear plate mail? Who can wear plate? Nobody in my army can wear plate. Or in my party can wear plate mail. I think splint mail. Splint mail cannot be worn. Splint mail, yeah. Barbarians and ninjas can't wear that anyway. Chainmail? Nope, can't even wear chainmail. Yeah, okay. Alright, doesn't matter. So, accessories. Mind belt, okay. Yeah, not good enough. I'm gonna sell all that junk.
What do you want?
Okay, sell. Yeah, I'm gonna sell a lot of this crap. Accessories, mind belt, miscellaneous. Accessories. Nobody's got accessory. Oh, yes. All of these need to be sold. All of these need to be sold. Miscellaneous. Nope, didn't have any miscellaneous stuff. By the way, identify. You can actually find out what items actually do by hitting the identify, which is, you know, good idea probably. Let's go buy lapis, bronze, hammer, accessories. What I'm looking for, miscellaneous. Let's see. Gem of Revitalization, Gem of Blessing, Whistle of First Aid. Nah, none of that's really anything I need. There are a few like items that I might have picked up had they shown up there. Alright, the other thing we want to do is go to the guild.
Welcome
okay, there's a spell that we need. One spell. So, like, we have the ability to get a whole bunch of useless spells that we can buy and will never use. And I'm not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to buy just only the bare minimum of spells that we actually need. And the reason for that is because I don't want to get in a situation where my spell list is cluttered with a bunch of crap that I have to search through every time I want to find the particular spell that I actually want. So, looks like I will need jump. Let's go ahead and buy that right now. Magic Arrow. All the rest of this crap is well, Energy Blast maybe eventually, Shrapnel maybe eventually, but not right now. Sparks. Sparks actually isn't a very good spell. I might get it, but it's not actually very good. But right now, I'm definitely not going to get it. But I did get a spell called Protection from Elements. And there's a reason for that. And although you also get Protection from Elements with Day of Protection, the Protection from Elements that's cast with Day of Protection is not as powerful as the Protection from Elements you cast yourself. So that's why I got a different, you know, I got a, the Protection from Elements itself. So now, what day is this? 7's Day, okay. Now, we're going to the next town here.
May we help you?
So I'm just going, like, each time you go in and out of this temple, it takes 1 day for some reason. Don't ask me why.
May we help you?
So we're waiting for 9's Day. We're at 9's Day. There we go. So now we're at 10's Day. And, oh, no, actually, we want to go in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So, yeah, we were at 10's Day, and we got the Bless at 10's Day. It's plus 10 Bless, because 10, yeah. So, now, so we're level, here's the thing, we're level, let's see, 4? Yeah. We're level 4 on these barbarians. They got their extra attack per round. which is nice. So we've got 2 attacks per round for the barbarians, and we've got this huge bless, so River City should be no problem now. So we're going to go to River City, and yeah. And now River City, hopefully, I've got a few things I want to get. Arnold's Gym, no, that's not where it is. Here it is.
Fighting is simple. I'll teach you to be an arms master in one easy lesson for 300 gold.
Darn right. Okay, we want to do this for everybody. That adds, I think, +1 to hit, which is, at this point, a good thing, right? Okay, so in this place, if you want to, you can go over here and you can actually work jobs for an entire week for 100 gold. I guess that was there for if you, like, you know, managed to find yourself in a situation where you didn't have any money or something like that. But there's a secondary effect. It passes a week, and if you put your money in the bank and do this a lot, and then you can come out with, like, you know, billions of gold, something like that, whatever the limit is. Oh, actually, it gets to a point where it will wrap around, actually. You can go negative. But, yeah, if you want to kind of cheese the game, you could just take, like, even the starting gold that I have, you know, 3,000, and put at least 100 gems in the bank there, and do this for a couple of years, because every week you get about 1% interest or something like that, and compounded, like, over, like, you know, many years doing work for this guy, you can grow your money to ridiculous levels where you don't need any more money in the game. I'm not going to do that, though, because that kind of I don't know, ruins some of the fun, in my opinion. So there's a robber. I'm just going to bash that open. Now, these guys can turn you insane if they actually do some damage to you. Yeah, I'm searching some of these trees for money. If you can read this, add so can your customers. A lot of humor in this game. Oh yes, I can't swim yet. Let's go fix that.
I can teach you how to swim for a mere 100 gold.
So, we're going to learn to swim. 2 people need to learn that for us to be able to actually cross water. Sometimes I learn that, you know what, it's cheap enough. Let's learn that with everybody, just in case, like, 2 people fall unconscious or something like that. I can still cross the water here.
500 gold buys you guild membership. Nothing less will do.
I don't really need that right now.
For the low price of 5,000 gold, I will teach you how to climb the highest mountains.
We do need that eventually, but 5,000 gold is a lot of money for us right now, and we're not going to do that yet.
For 2,000 gold, I will teach you how to use the stars to keep from getting lost.
Okay, yeah, we want to do that eventually, not right now. Still don't find the guy that teaches you cartography. I have no idea where that guy is, and it's rather perplexing because I was almost certain that it was in the first town. Okay, so we're just going around and get Bull's Tavern. There's probably something over here. Also, a lot of text in this game, believe it or not, or a lot of dialogue in this game. So, okay, there's found boots.
If you like to fight, say Warzone to a mirror.
Yeah, we may be using that.
Now this is a wild town.
The tavern hired the sorceresses to run Barrack out of town.
Oh, really?
Real adventurers try Deep Mine Alpha.
Okay, that's a clue as to
Eric ever got
a
his
place I can
engine
go to.
back, this place might charge me for drinks.
I wonder why.
If you say the name of a town to a mirror, it will take you there.
Yeah, okay, we know that. Alright, there's, this is a tavern, we could go in there, but there's really nothing, like, other than tips. I don't think there's any difference between taverns in either any town. Okay, been through here, apparently. Okay, yeah, we've been over here. We've cleared all that stuff so far, so we're going over here. And there's some tough enemies we need to clear. Tough for us right now, anyway. Longbow. Okay, yeah, we need to equip that. We might have some more bows here. We need to... Icy Longbow Monster Masher, really? Okay. Have any more bows? Dense Scimitar, too. Dense Scimitar. Somebody who can use that. Okay. Dense, I forgot what Dense does. I think it adds a little bit of damage. Maybe electric damage or something like that. Armor. Flickering plate armor. Well, flickering plate armor. That's better than plate armor. Let's put that on. Pearl boots. That's actually pretty good. Pearl, the quality of Pearl is pretty high. What I remember. Gem of Toxic... Nice! Toxic Clouds and Gem of Fireballs. We might be using that, by the way. Coming up here pretty soon. Okay, I'm just gonna bash it open. Didn't open easy, so we just bashed it open. Sometimes it's just better to bash things open, since if you try to open them normally, sometimes you just take damage. Cameo, that's a usable item. Ringmail. Okay. Nice. Again, we're searching the trees for items hidden in the trees. There's actually quite a bit here as far as hidden items in the trees. This is where cartographer helps, because I can see where I've been. And unfortunately don't have that still, and need to find where the cartographer is. Trident, huh? Okay, probably some pretty good stuff in there. Search this, yeah. So we might actually, let's use that wand of fireball. Miscellaneous or item. Miscellaneous. Okay. This guy's gonna be fairly tough. This is, oh, really? Okay. Didn't realize we had, I'm gonna use... So... You can take, like, this Gem of Fireballs, you can take this and just, give this to each character in your party as their turn comes up, and you can use it each time. So it's a kind of a free... Like, items are kind of overpowered in this game. So, I'm gonna do that. And, yeah. I'm gonna do that a few times anyway, not too many times. I don't want to actually lose that item. That's a good item to keep around. Like, Fireball's a good spell. Nice, got some good items there. Or, potentially. Fireball's actually a useful spell for later, so I want to actually keep that item around and recharge it. Got about 1,000 gold, that was pretty good. Okay, I'm I'm gonna try to open this chest. This is potentially something that could kill me. There we go. You can, like, if you fail the first time to pick a chest, then you can try again and, you know, eventually it happens. There we go. 5,000. Nice. Nice haul right there. So, I got a ton of junk there. Let me actually see if I got any more bows. Pyrrhic Great Axe. Can I use that? Yes, I can. Pyrrhic, I think, is a pretty high enchantment that adds adds fire damage. Gold katana looks good. Oh, these guys can't use katanas. Okay, well, in that case, this guy's going to be using that. Silver spear. Spear is a two-handed item. Two-handed items do more damage than one-handed items, so I'm giving those to my barbarians. Trident and a great axe. Great axe sounds like you should be able to use a great axe, right? As a barbarian. Trident does more damage than a scimitar for sure because it's two-handed. Oh, look at that. Personality ring. That goes to my paladin. Pyrrhic ring, sharp cameo. I believe that's intellect. That probably goes to this guy. Oh, maybe not. Sharp. Huh. I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood what that did. It didn't look like he raised his intellect. No, it didn't. Okay, so must have done something else. Lucky ring, Pyrrhic ring. Let me equip that Pyrrhic ring, I guess. Pearl boots, ring mail, steel chain mail. Okay, steel is good. Scale armor, I'm going to put that chainmail on. Ring mail, amber gauntlets, equip that. Yeah, miscellaneous catch. Wander teleportation. Interesting. Gem of fireballs, wander curing. Okay, cool. Got good stuff there. So now... Okay, I'm going to go in here and just wipe out these guys. Okay. Do I need healing? I don't think I need healing yet, to be honest. Hold on, let's go talk to this guy. This guy gives us a quest.
The sorceresses of River City have stolen the magical pendant of mine. I want it back, and I will reward you if you return it.
Okay, no problem. We know exactly where to go for that. Okay, nothing there. Okay, before we go any farther, this is where I had the protection from elements spell. Okay, and we want to be protected from its fire. And that's because we've got people that are going to be casting fire on this in just a minute. In fact, there's one right there. Okay, good. I do like the graphics in this game. It has a certain charm and quality to it. I prefer to get close to them and just wail away with my melee attacks rather than try to like trade ranged attacks with them, because the ranged attacks are a lot stronger than mine. Okay, here we go. This is the big one. We gotta kill these guys fast before they hurt me bad. There we go. Let's see here. Do I have to go back to town, or can I just cure that? That's when we got one character that, yeah, she's got 18. If I can get away with just curing her with this, I think I will. This is all that I can cast with that item. Okay. No, that's all I needed to attack anyway. Need to fight anybody else. Crap. Well, Ninja was unable to pick the lock. Well, now we have to go back anyway because we got a character that's been put to sleep there. Or damaged.
May we help you?
I forgot what kind of damage that did. Was that we have protection from elements, but only protection from electricity. Maybe that did some kind of other damage, that chest. So, okay, so we'll just protection from elements on the other elements. That way, if we get damaged by that chest again... Ooh! Come on, man. Oh, I got it! Oh, I found the magic pendant, but, got killed again. This is kind of a pain in the ass. I don't have a healing spell yet, and, yeah, I need to get one. Big problem. It's a big problem. Okay, let's open that other one. God dang. Yeah, this is my low level, and combined with the fact that I'm not a very good thief. This is really annoying. I'm gonna go back like this. You know what? Let's do this, because I'm tired of this. Let's go get, let's go get, interested in the Mage Guild here.
500 gold.
Yeah, there we go. Now we can go to the Mage Guild, now we can get heal, I think, Power Cure, which is the only cure useful in the game, in my opinion. Day of Protection, Frostbite, yeah, there it is, Power Cure.
Enjoy.
Walk on Water, also necessary.
Enjoy.
Fiery Flail. It does a set amount of damage, and sets amount of damage, like, stuff that does a set amount of damage, in my opinion, is not worth picking up. Levitate Lloyd's Beacon, definitely want that. Time Distortion. Day of Sorcery, yes, we do want that, but not right now. Okay, what we want is Power Cure. And we got it, so we're gonna go cure ourselves. So this way we don't have to, like, if somebody just falls unconscious like this, we don't have to constantly go back to... Oh, well, yes we do, because we don't have any spell points. Holy crap! Duh. I want that other chest, damn it.
May we help you?
Annoying. But I want that other chest. Come on. I'm gonna save it. Finally! Yes! 5,000 gold. Yes, it was worth it. Yes, it was. These guys may not even be worth taking out. They have some crappy chests in here. Yeah, 1 gold, 1 gems. Maybe this is not worth it. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, it's not worth it. Okay, never mind. I think all those chests are like 1 gold, 1 gem, therefore not even worth it. So hold on. 15,000 party gold, so...
May we help you?
Yeah, 15,000 party gold. Let's go ahead and,
Thank you for returning my pendant. Please accept the enchant item spell as your reward. I will also return the drinking fountain to normal.
Okay, so Barrack the Sorcerer gave us, what, 80,000 experience? Quite a bit. Game starts out giving you quite a bit of experience pretty early. Okay, and now this fountain will be a mainstay of my strategy here. It gives me 100 spell points, extra spell points, over your normal spell points. So that, even though like my base spell points is like 15 for the Paladin, I can cast spells up to 100 spell points worth. So that's kind of a huge advantage. We're gonna be, we're gonna be using that a lot. Okay, so let's see. At this point, day is it? Four's day. Let's just mosey on around here. Do the kind of look through the rest of it. I still need to get a cartographer, man. Where was I supposed to get that? I really want to get a cartographer before I have to go to the next town. Let's go back to Vertigo. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I learned cartographer. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna check some information here. Cartography. I'm gonna check something online. Where do I actually learn cartography? Cartographer. Vertigo 8:16. So it is at Vertigo according to this. 8 and 16 is the actual like coordinates of the guy that teaches it to me, supposedly. Okay, let's go back to Vertigo. I almost don't believe it.
Where to?
8:16. Well, where am I now? Does it tell me where I am now? Map. X17, 8:16. So okay, it's down here. It's no, I think it's up here actually. Eight. Okay, yeah, it's like up here. 6:19. Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay, Milo's maps. There we go.
Teach anyone cartography for 100 gold.
Okay, well, we only need one person with cartography. I'm going to teach it to that guy. Oh my god. Gee. Yeah, I really missed that. Missed that pretty bad. Okay, well, let's see here. I could also train a few more levels, probably. Should we go train some more levels? I don't really like to waste the time. It takes like a week. Well, let's just... It doesn't matter. Whoa! Wow! Wow! I didn't realize we got 3 levels. Or actually, maybe 4 levels. Wow. Okay, that was worth it. That was a good idea. Okay, so what day is this now? It's Wednesday. Perfect. Gold katana bronze. Do I need to sell? Oh yes, you know, I need to probably get some stuff fixed and probably also sell stuff. When your hit points drops below 10%, or minus 10%, your weapons and items break. Or no, your armor breaks actually. So we need to get this stuff fixed. Yes. 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 Sell bronze cloak. Yeah. Bronze isn't actually that good a modifier, to be honest. Leather boots. Yeah, leather boots don't do anything for me. Accessories, lucky ring, sharp cameo. I'm going to sell that. Gem of Toxic Clouds, don't think that's any good. Wand of Teleportation, don't need that. I've got somebody with Teleport. I don't see why I'd actually need Wand of Teleportation. Gem of Light, no, I don't need to cast Light. That's going to come with other spells. Or, yeah, it's going to come automatically on some other stuff that I'm going to be casting. Atlas, Bronze Snap, get rid of that. So, get a little bit more money here by selling some of this stuff that we don't need. Armor. Robes, don't need that. Plate armor, don't need that. Scale armor, don't need that. Accessories... Nope, I don't have any extra accessories. By the way, do you have any, like, crossbows? Leather crossbow, that what a joke. That's probably... God, it's not going to do any damage. No. Okay, so that makes it Tuesday. Can't tab for some reason. Sometimes that happens. Okay, so we're gonna go to... Let's see here, where it was next is Night Shadow, but I don't think I can handle Night Shadow just yet. I'm gonna go to Asp first.
May we help you?
So I'm gonna go in and out of here a bunch of times to get it to...
May we help you? May we help you?
We want it to be 10's day, 7's day, 8's day. Okay, 9's day. 10's day. There we go. So we got our plus 10 bless. Let's see, do we need any spell points here? The thing about this next one. No, I should be able to take Asp, no problem. Let's go Asp.
Where to?
Yeah, this should be no problem. I forgot what order you had to do these in, but I'm just going to do it in that order and see if that works. As usual, I'm going to search every freaking thing that I can. I'm not going to visit any mage guilds right now, simply because of the fact that I don't have enough money to really buy any of the spells.
There is a transformer somewhere in town that is turning people into snakes. If you destroy it, the curse will surely end.
Yep, okay, we're going to go be doing that.
A terrible thing has happened here. A foul curse has been placed on our town that turns people into snakes. Please, save us.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, there's the transporter. So one hit, one kill for these guys. Again, the barbarians get even more attacks here. Barbarians are excellent fighters. I'm going to search the straw, because believe it or not, people do hide stuff in straw bedding in this game. Oh yes, and they also poison these things for some reason. Don't ask me why. Okay, this is a call for Power Cure. That way I don't have to go all the way back to town and heal. Power Cure is really the only cure spell worth getting, except for maybe Divine Intervention.
I'll slip your name into the guild rolls for 500 gold.
No, because at a certain point we're not even going to need that, because we're going to go to a place that has all the spells at some point. Not yet, but at some point. Betting, nothing there. Okay. You've got to walk towards this... Oh my god, really? Yeah, you gotta walk towards this place at a certain... in a certain order here, or else you can't get through. No, that's not it. Oh, you bastards. Knock my thief out. Crap. I don't have enough to cure him either at this point. Why didn't I get some more spell points? Any miscellaneous items that can maybe do something? Damn. Okay, I can't. No, I can't. I can touch. I can't touch that yet. Okay, so the order is not correct. That's okay, because I'm gonna go get healed anyway. Let's go to the travel pit. I'll be back here in a bit. Where to go?
May we help you?
Okay, let's go back to Asp really quick.
Where to?
So, normally, well, I wouldn't say normally, but sometimes you would probably just go and, you know, reach these towns via the outside world. But I don't travel a lot on the outside world for a while because, A, it's dangerous, the time... like advances way too quickly. In other words, your buffs wear off too quickly. So until a certain point, I don't usually like go into the outside world and walk around and like, you know, visit everything. We will do that, but later. Right now, I'm just clearing the towns. You found the transformer. Do you wish to destroy it? Yeah, I'll destroy it. Plus 50,000 experience. Okay, and we get crystals of piezoelectricity, which I forgot what they're used for, but they're obviously another quest is associated with that. So let's just go talk to the town guys, and
The curse is over. Thank you so much.
they don't give you anything, but, you know, it's worth hearing what they have to say.
Hey, thanks. Thank you for saving us.
Okay, and now the big thing is that this well now gives you plus 100 hit points when you touch it. And now we're going to another town. Night Shadow. Because Night Shadow is the town that we really want to clear here, and the reason for that is the well gives you like plus 10 levels temporary, which is huge at this point. I'm not even going to try to open the grate, I'm just going to bash it. Moon Guild, okay, yeah, that's another guild. We don't really need to visit any of these guilds. We're going to a guild that gives us all the spells at some point here, rather than going, like, trying to go to each individual guild and you know, remember which has what spells. I'm just going to go to one that has all the spells.
Because you are still alive, I will have to charge you 250 gold to join Night Shadow's guild.
Count Du Money, good name. I love the humor in this game. That's one thing the Might Magic series has always had is good humor. So, a stitch in time. Open his coffin and bid him farewell. Only then can you use the magic of the well. Yeah, they give you clues as to how to awaken this Dracula guy, so you can beat him and free the town from the curse. I already know what it is, so I'm not going to bother. Gnome Vampire. Not sure. It's a bit odd, but anyway, we're going to have to set the sundials to 9 each. And once we send each of them to 9, then we can open the coffin when it's night anyway. Not yet, because it's not night yet, but once it turns night, I can open that coffin. And fight the boss. And he's actually pretty hard. Yeah, he's actually a really hard boss. Okay, we've been in there. Yes, we've been in there. Haven't been in here. Coffin is empty. But the thing about beating like that boss and looting his coffin is he gives us like 100,000 gold, which at this point is way more than we've had access to for, yeah, at all. So it's really worth it, because after that, then we can actually really spend some money. So this is probably the most profitable town to take, from what I remember. But he is a hard boss, like I said. Pretty hard. Longbow. Ooh, okay. Crystal Scimitar, Flaming Cudgel. These are actually important. Pyrrhic Longbow. Yeah. Bronze Longbow. Well, yay. Everybody needs a weapon here. Icy Longbow. Okay, Flaming Cudgel. Remove that. Give them a Flaming Cudgel. I need some of these, like, I need some of these weapons which do some, like, elemental damage, because coming up, I'm going to have to, like, hit some enemies that only take damage from elemental damage. They're immune to physical damage. Crystal Scimitar. Crystal's pretty good, I think. Pirate Great Axe, yeah, that's okay. Great Axe, Crystal Scimitar, let's get that on there. Gold, Iron, Cutlass, Dense, Mace. Okay. Yeah, so everybody has like elemental damage on their weapons. That's going to be important coming up. Oh dang, everything's broken again. Steel Cloak, equip that. Bronze plate armor, brass shield, iron shield, dense shield, flaming ring, shocking ring. That would give like resistance is the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and equip that. Pyrrhic ring, shocking ring. Okay, fine. Miscellaneous coin of frostbiting. Okay. Oh, I have to search the chests. There we go. Yeah, katana. Alright, good. Good money to be made in this town, that's for sure. Okay, so we have to go into this other thing here. Just one more section. Where is it? Oh, here it is. First of all, search the trees, because yes, you can find good loot on trees in this game. You can find good loot on just about everything. 10 gems. 10 gems pretty good right now. And the only problem here is I cannot open this unless it's nighttime. Not sure why my tab isn't working. Hold on, let me tab out. Oh, there it is. Okay, my tab's working all of a sudden. So, the lid refuses to budge. A symbol etched on the surface of the lid flashes pale blue whenever you try to remove it. Yeah, we can't open it until it lets us night. So, there we go. And it's conveniently, it's night all of a sudden. Okay, so, I should be able to do this. Let's see. Actually, wait a minute. I don't want to do this yet. What am I, crazy? First, we want to go...
Where to?
We want to go to River City first and get some more spell points for crying out loud. Okay. And now I believe we want to do this. Okay, so Night Shadow. Yeah, we definitely want some more spell points because we're probably going to have to cast Power Cure maybe once. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. That guy drains your spell points, didn't he? That was totally useless. Never mind. He immediately drains all your spell points, so it didn't matter. That's okay. We'll get him anyway. Okay. Got him. 50,000 experience points. 100,000 gold. And a bunch of items. Nice. Okay, now we're set up. So this is a little bit different. We're now in a much better position. We can actually start the game proper now, I'd say. Okay. Oh, yes. And the most important part. This well now gives you an extra 10 levels temporary, which basically doubles my levels. It's a huge boost. Yeah, it's just an enormous boost. And that will give these guys, what, how many attacks? 5 attacks per round from these guys, so these barbarians are just gonna kick butt. So, let's see here. Do I want to go back and train? I probably want to go back and train a few more levels. Yeah.
Where to?
No, let's go River City. Also, there's a section of River City that I couldn't exactly do yet. Street fight.
Looking to train? Good, not today.
Okay, we can't get to level...
Good, not today. Good,
okay, we can only...
Good, not today.
Yeah, unfortunately we can only train one level, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and rest, so it's morning. Yeah. I think when you rest, it doesn't really, like... It doesn't really rest you 8 hours. I think it just sets it to morning or something like that. Okay, so... First things first, let's go... I think I want to go to Shangri-La. We have the money.
Where to?
We have the money, we have the gems, we can get back. So, I'm going to Shangri-La. Now, this is an in-game, or in-game for the, cloud side of Xeen area. You get to here normally by going through a long underground passage that's really hard to go through. The main reason I'm going through it here is just convenience. I can go through, and get to a guild that has all the spells, rather than me having to look up which guild I have to go through to find which spell. I could just go here and find all the spells in one place, and that's really the only reason I'm coming here. I don't intend to do anything else but get spells.
I will teach you everything for 100,000 gold.
That guy will teach you all the skills in the game except thievery for 1,000 gold, or 100,000 gold. We'll probably use him at some point when we have plenty of money.
Your folks look like you want membership in the Shangri-La Wizards Guild. I'll put your name on the list.
Okay. So everybody got on the membership for the Wizards Guild, which is fine. I think I'm going to do one thing first, though. I think I am going to... Oh, let's talk to these guys.
The moons will align when you are able to visit the dark side.
Once you have purchased a dungeon, you have no need for mega credits.
Yeah, that's talking about...
Shangri-La welcomes you.
It's talking about something that we'll get to later on in the game.
I hear the secret password for Newcastle Dungeon is laboratory. Not much of a secret if you ask me.
Yeah, laboratory, yeah, okay. I think that gets added to my auto notes. Now, you could visit that well, which gives you +1 to your levels. However, I don't want to use that yet.
What are you?
We want to get a maximum, or as high a level as we can get by training before we do, use things like that. Okay, so, and this guy actually sells decent items, I think. Possibly. Let's see if he's got any interesting miscellaneous orb of hypnotism. No. Slither belt, static belt. I think he could sell up to item level 3 or something like that. So we have a fuming sling. I'm going to sell that dense scimitar. Sell that trident. Great axe. Iron cutlass, dense mace, iron katana, emerald longsword. I believe that does poison damage, which probably won't help us in our situation where we're going to be fighting ghosts. I'd imagine that the ghosts are probably immune to poison. Okay, sell the shield. We don't really need shields here. Nobody in our party really uses shields except for one person. Silver plate armor, silver cloak. I think, yes, we will we'll transfer that. Silver cloak is okay. Toxic shield. Oh, wait. He could use shields? Was that disabled? I don't remember. Shocking ring, silver ring, rogue belt. What does that do? Identify. Plus 16 to thievery. Oh! Oh, I need that. Oh my god, do I need that. Point of frostbite. Frostbite actually isn't a very good spell. I'm going to sell frostbiting. Okay, we've got no other... Okay, let's buy... Does he have anything interesting? Leather flail, bronze longboard, sparking longbow, electric longsword. Okay, let's buy it. I'll take that electric longsword. By the way, accessories, equip that rogue belt. Heck yeah. Okay, and electric longsword goes to, I don't know... Freezing short sword, electric longsword, flaming cudgel, crystal scimitar, gold katana, electric longsword. Yeah, I'll equip that on that guy. Armor, not okay. Silver cloak, I could equip that on him. Silver plate armor, not bad. Okay. AC. Yeah. Okay. Good enough. Alright, now that I'm done with that. Where is... Yeah, Mage Guild. There it is. Okay. So.
Welcome to the guild.
Buy spells. Alright, so we're gonna get the good stuff now. So, Day of Protection. Okay, that's going to be something we're going to be casting all the time in the future. Let's see what else we want to do with her. Cure disease, cure paralysis. I don't think so. That's the sort of thing I will either A, avoid, or B, I will go back to town to actually get that cured. Create food. I'll get that.
Enjoy.
Cold Ray. 2 to 4 points of cold damage per level of a caster. Something I'll probably never be using, so forget it. First aid, okay. Anything that doesn't increase with my level, I probably want to avoid. Like first aid, it's just a flat 6 points of damage, healed, just forever, no matter what your level. And that's not really very good. Same with a lot of these damage spells. Heroism, Holy Bonus, Holy Word. Those are all... Heroism... Yeah, okay. Heroism increases your temporary level, that's what it does. Holy Word. Completely removes the animated magic of the undead, returning them to dust from which they came. That's actually quite useful. I'm considering I probably will get that. Because that completely destroys undead no matter what. Mass Distortion. Mass Distortion. Maybe something we want later, not right now. Nature's Cure, again, flat damage. Healed, not really that useful. Raise Dead, Resurrect, no. Revitalize, no. Sparks doesn't really do enough damage for me to be interested in that. Town Portal, definitely Town Portal.
Enjoy.
And that's pretty much it. Again, Sunray, just a flat amount of damage no matter what your level. Doesn't really help me too much. I might get Cold Ray eventually. I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll see how much room we have in our spell list for that. Okay, Dancing Sword for the Archer. Yes, Dancing Sword is maybe the best damage spell in the game. Day of Sorcery, absolutely. Clairvoyance, no, I believe that gets cast with Day of Sorcery. Awaken, no. Detect Monster, no. Detect Monster, no. That gets cast with something else. Etherealize, we need that. There's a few cases where we're going to need that. Finger of Death. Fireball is a good spell. We're going to get that. Fantastic Freeze. Piece of crap. Like, the set damage spells that only do so much damage no matter what your level, those get obsoleted pretty quick. Except for a few of them. There's a few cases where that's not the case. Implosion is one. I might get Implosion, maybe. But for the most part, I want spells that grow with my level, and only really certain spells that are cost-effective. So Fireball's one. Item to gold. I don't know if that's even a good idea. Lightning Bolt's another one. Lightning Bolt's got pretty good damage per level. Megavolts, no. Megavolts is useless. Power Shield, Prismatic Light, useless. Recharge item, that's one I definitely want. Restores 1 to 6 charges to an item that has at least 1 charge remaining. Definitely want that. Shrapmetal. Shrapmetal, maybe. I don't want to get it right now, though. Teleport, definitely. Super Shelter lets you rest anywhere. I don't really think there's any reason to do that. Time Distortion lets you get it out of a battle. I don't think I'll ever be running from a battle. But I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, we'll see how much, like, actual room we've got. Okay, so I could probably add 2 more to her spell list. This guy, I can't really add anything to his spell list. Because we're already... Well, it's not too bad. Day of Sorcery. I can maybe add... Nah, I probably don't want to add anything to his spell list. See, you can't reorganize your spells. So, Teleport's at the bottom, which is fine. Recharge item. By the way, I haven't used that in a while. Wonder if Fireballs... Okay, its charges was 3. What is it now? 4. Yeah, it's rather expensive in terms of gems, at least in the start. It adds 1 to 6 to the charges, so at that time it added quite a few. So Gem of Fireballs, though, that's quite useful for an upcoming battle. So that lets me cast Fireball on any character, no matter what, and it uses your level as a multiplier. So it's just as good as if they had the Fireball spell, except it doesn't use spell points or gems. And all you need to do is just keep recharging with the recharge item spell. Incredibly overpowered, if you ask me. So all of these characters can actually cast damage spells or whatever spell they want if they have the correct item. It's just a little bit more inconvenient to actually go in your menu or in your inventory and go to miscellaneous and click on all that. That's really the only downside. Anyway, so that was Seven's Day. I think that's all we need for now. I really do think that's all we need for now. To create food, again, I don't like having to go in taverns and buy food and, whatever. So you do need food. Create food, I think it might create food, actually, depending on your level. Actually, where is my food? Food for 4 days. Let's see. So I'm level 9? I don't remember. Create food. So how much food did that give me? Food for 4 days.
Welcome to the guild.
Hold on, let me see. Creates 1 unit of food for each living party member. Huh. Okay. Maybe that wasn't worth it. Anyway, there are a few situations where you might get caught somewhere and you don't have any food, and why the hell not? She could maybe get a couple more spells. Let's actually think about that. Let's see. Beastmaster Bless. Cold Ray. Maybe I could get Cold Ray in this case because... Oh, Divine Intervention is another one I want to get, but I don't really have the money to spend right now. Fiery Flail, First Aid, Flying Fist, Frostbite. Heroism, Holy Bonus, Mass Distortion. Okay, there's two of them that I want to get, but I don't really have the the money free to do it. Mass Distortion and Divine Intervention. Yeah, there might be a couple more. So, actually, let's hold off on that. We'll come back whenever we want to and do that. So, let's go ahead and cast Town Portal. And let's go back to, I don't know, Vertigo. So, where are we going right now? We're wanting to do Winter Kill, probably, is what we want to do. And to do that, well, I think we got what we need to do that, actually. Okay, first of all,
Where to?
Let's go to Night Shadow. Because we need to get that fountain. Okay, plus 10 levels. And Asp. These guys have so many hit points. It's like 300 hit points. The other guys have like... Barbarians have so many hit points, it's insane. Alright, so now we want to go to River City. So I'm buffing up for the next town here. And maybe even after that town we'll probably go do some like Dwarf Mines or something. Oh, we don't want to give them spell points. Okay, so they've got their spell points, so now we want to go to Winter Kill. This is the last town. Yeah, okay, so the thing is with those guys is you can only kill those guys by hitting them with elemental damage, basically. They're immune to physical. So I do have some elemental weapons equipped. It's going to be a little bit rough trying to actually kill those guys. But that's okay. I'd rather do that than actually have to use items or spells to kill them. So we're casting Day of Protection, Day of Sorcery, which is something we'll be doing quite often in this game. I will go ahead and examine that. Okay. And it's going to take a while to kill those guys, but like I said, otherwise I would have to use a bunch of spells and then constantly go back to like the temple or no, actually not the temple. I'd have to go back to that well and keep drinking, you know, to replenish my spell points. But I don't feel like doing that, so we'll just, you know, suffer through the longer time it's going to take us to actually kill them. You also, like, you find bottles of Turn Undead that you can use if you want to. That'll automatically kill them. However, the bottles are better probably just sold.
The guild is closed to all newcomers, so I can't...
Because it's, they're worth quite a bit of money.
If I receive a gift of 1,000 gold, however, I may fall asleep with the roll book open.
Yeah, we don't really need that because we got all the spells we need, at least for now. Find pale green liquid. Yeah, so we found a bunch of potions there. Those potions, like I said, those potions sell for a lot. So instead of using them, we're going to sell them and we're just going to kill the guys by hitting them with our weapons, which have elemental damage on them. Which takes a bit of time longer than would be, you know, ideal, but that's okay. Not a big deal. It's also a reason why you probably want a little bit of elemental damage on your weapons. Bang twice on the northern gong is all you have to do. Yeah. Okay. Oh, by the way, we need to talk to the mayor. This is the guild. Again. More potions. Search. Okay. Don't care. Don't need membership to that guild because I'm not going in there. Okay.
The people of this fair city were driven out by a curse that brought the spirits of the dead back to life. The town is currently haunted by spirit bones. Perhaps you could drive them out.
Oh, I think we can for a price. Okay, no, we searched that. Oh, we've been here. Fine. Alright. We don't... we need to go over this way. I think I'd just like to note, so this game used 256 color graphics here. And, like, to get that translucent effect on those guys, they probably had to dedicate a certain part of the palette there to be transparent. So, kind of interesting. Not as easy as you might think to actually do that with only 256 colors. Okay, so this is basically like, once I clear all of these guys out of the town, then I bang on that gong once. Then I go fight another set of guys. Then I bang on the gong another time, then I go talk to the mayor. Basically, is how it works. Destroy all ghosts, bang on the southern gong, revisit Randon, repeat as necessary. Yep. Okay, we destroyed all the ghosts, bang the gong. Alright, so now... Congratulations.
You've successfully driven out the spirit bones, but now the spirits of Polter Fools have moved in. Perhaps you could drive them out as well.
Okay, well, sure. Polter Fools. These are ghost versions of enemies that you kind of run into later on in the game, or at other parts in the game. There are a maximum of 3 enemies that you can have at, attacking you from any one direction. So... the enemies that are behind those 3 enemies will have to wait until a slot opens up if they want to get next to you. Okay, so I believe that should be all for those guys.
Congratulations. You have successfully driven out the polterfool spirits. But now, the spirits of ghost riders have moved in. Perhaps you can drive them out as well.
Yeah, where are all these guys coming from, huh? What's the deal? Interesting graphical glitches going on there. I kind of wonder what's causing that. Looks like one of the colors they're using there isn't working out. It's got black for some reason. Oh my god, somebody actually got hurt a little bit. I could probably go ahead and use Turn Undead here. I think I'm going to do that just to make this a little bit quicker. So, where is it? Oh, I'm sorry, it's not Turn Undead, it's Holy Word. Holy crap, that is really expensive. No, that's too expensive. I don't want to use that many gems. Oh, I think I might want to mention this. So, okay, Powered Cure. Well, no, let's get a damage spell. So, Fireball. So, what's wrong with damage spells? Okay, so here's what's wrong with damage spells. Okay, I'm level 21 effectively? What is it? What level am I? 18? No, I'm level 19. Okay. We're level 19. Our real spell points is around 85, right? Okay, and we're a hybrid caster. We're an archer. Now, to cast a simple fireball spell, it's 38 of my spell points, roughly half of my spell points. I get 2 casts of that, and I'm completely out of spell points. Now, of course, you know, I could get more intelligence and raise my spell points per level, and that would, you know, that would help a little bit. I might, like, if I maximized my bonuses to my spell points per level, I'd probably get enough to cast Fireball, let's say 4, maybe 5 times a level. Well, no, probably not 5 times. Maybe maximum 4 times per level as a hybrid spellcaster, right? But that's really not that much. So, like, if I were a pure spellcaster, then it might be like 8 times. But still, that's still not that much. The spells are just so spell point intensive that it's really not worth it. You do more damage with melee in most cases anyway. And all you're going to be doing is you're going to be clicking a lot and hitting a lot of hotkeys and going to town or going to those wells and clicking on those a lot to restore your spell points. That's really all it's going to do. So that's really why I just don't like casters in this game. I don't prioritize casters. I only have the casters to cast the buff spells, and that's it. Because it's just not worth it. Simply not worth it. However, we will go ahead and cast like a fireball right here in this case. And that went ahead and got rid of all those guys, so that sped things up a little bit. In fact, I could go ahead and use my item, Gem of Fireballs. And again, that, you know, that sped that last battle up. That's the last battle that I had there.
Congratulations, you have finally rid Winterkill of all the spirits. As a reward, I dub the Ghost Slayers Extraordinaire.
No problem. 500,000 experience. Now you'd think, wow, 500,000 experience, you should be able to level up to, like, I don't know, level 50. Not really.
Where to?
We'll see what we can level up to, but it's not going to be more than, like, maybe 1 or 2 levels.
Looking to train? Good, not today.
Yep, 2 levels.
Good job. Good, not good, not good, not today.
Ooh, not even 2 levels for these two. Ooh. Wow, okay. Yeah, World of Xeen maxes you out at level 20, essentially. You can train up to level 20. After that, you cannot train anymore. You can get bonus levels by visiting a few, like we had a well in Shangri-La. So it's like a maximum of level 21, 22, something like that in World of Xeen. However, you go to Dark Side and you can basically level up to level 255, at which point I think your level just wraps around to 0 or something. But yeah, so it was meant to be World of Xeen. You were meant to play about you know, level 20 or so. That was kind of what it was designed for. Yeah. So it's kind of annoying. You get all this experience and it doesn't really translate into that many levels. But we'll be taking a trip to Darkside to probably, like, train higher over there as we get more experience. So, let's see, we have 50,000 gold, huh? Might be time to put that in the bank. I don't know, it's almost not worth it. I'm going to be getting so much more gold later. Let's go ahead and... let's see here. Hold on, did I get any... I got a bunch of items. Yeah, let's go ahead and sell some items. Ebony Staff. Ebony is actually a pretty good bonus. We got a Crystal Scimitar there. Ebony Staff would definitely be better. Pyrrhic Longbow, Electric Longsword, Silver Spear. We don't really need, like, the electric stuff, that kind of damage right now. Longbow, Flaming, Fuming, okay, that's fine. Gold Gauntlets. Gold Gauntlets. Okay. Nobody's got anything broken. Pearl Plate Armor. Freaking Pearl Plate Armor is better than silver, I think. Man with the Plate Armor, okay. Didn't get any other stuff there. Personality Ring, okay. Miscellaneous, oh yes. Yeah, let's go sell those potions. Those potions, if I remember correctly, those potions sell for a ton. Oh. Interesting that these guys are still here.
What do you want?
Never been in here, apparently. Crystal Scimitar, yeah, let's go sell that. Electric Longsword, I'll sell that. But Silver Spear doesn't seem to sell for too much. Maybe that's a hint that it's not very good. Okay, sell that. Accessories, okay, miscellaneous, this is what I... maybe it doesn't sell for as much as I thought they did. So why did I keep those? Maybe it's because later on I used them for other parts of the game. Because Turn Undead or Destroy Undead is really, really powerful, and it's extremely expensive to cast with your actual cleric because of the spell points. Your cost is huge. So if you get it on items, it's pretty good. Anyway. So, hold on, what was I going to do here? Where was I going? Definitely want to go get some more spell points, I think. Okay, well, actually, you know, this is probably a good place for me to stop. I'll go ahead and plan my next loot move offline. So, alright guys, I'll see you later.